Hi team. Good morning all. Can you guys hear me?
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. So hope all of you had a great weekend, right? So anyone has any doubt or any questions before we start the session? Any common doubts, anything to be discussed?
I created an Azure VM.
Mm-hmm.
When I tried to add it gave me internal error occurred.
Okay, you created Azure account, but you are not able to connect to your VM.
Yes.
Okay. Will you be able to share your screen so that we can troubleshoot?
Um, well, later I deleted it, the VM, planning to create another one
Okay,
of
maybe.
the same configuration. Yeah, I don't have it handy.
Okay, maybe if you create, try and share screen, we can troubleshoot. Because timeout may occur for various reasons. And not identify why it comes.
Okay.
So if you can share screen, it will be easy. Any other doubts to anyone? Any other questions? Common doubts or something like that? All good.
No, but yeah, maybe we can start the session. Well, if you have any doubts, I think people can.
Uh-huh. So today we are going to talk about Azure DevOps interview and job opportunities with Azure. How to prepare for Azure DevOps. Should prepare to clean the interview. So almost all are related to DevOps interview. So before getting into DevOps, right, talking about interview, there is a dedicated portal available. How many of you know? dev.azure.com. Okay, usually when you are accessing your Azure console, you will access them using portal.azure.com. All your cloud resources, everything, you will access it. You will create a VM, everything on top of portal.azure.com. When come to DevOps, right, we have a dev.azure.com. Okay. Let me change the top right. Okay. So this is the DevOps portal, what dedicatedly given by Microsoft Azure. If you wanted to access your DevOps resources, right, you will be accessing it here only. You will be accessing it here only. Here we'll have a various projects. If you click on new projects, right, you will be able to create the new project like Azure new project, something like that. So when you go for an environment in your project name, right, your client name, you will have a project will be created. If you click on create, the project gets created. If you go inside of your project, right, you have a few other options. You can see left, you can see few other options. So where you can add the project description. So this is our project we are supporting for this company. This is our main goal, vision, all those things, we can update it over here. Apart from that, right, we have a few set of options. Anybody heard about anything, something like have you guys heard about what is Azure dashboard, Azure board, Azure repo, Azure pipeline, test plans, artifacts? Anybody heard about these items? How many of them it's new? This portal itself new?
Yeah, it looks new.
It's new for me.
It's new for everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So if it is new, this is one of the crucial thing all of you have to understand, guys. When Azure talks about DevOps, you will manage the resources on this portal only. For both, you have a same login. You don't need to provide a different login. Same thing. Like if you come there, whatever the credential you use to log into your Azure portal, right? Somehow similar portal you would like you should use for dev.azure.com as well. Here dedicatedly they given your project DevOps item can be tracked and managed over here. So when come to dashboard, right? We can create a dashboard, okay, where we can add some widget, okay, something like chart. If you add it like that, you will be able to add it. So here you can have some query. Okay, so it will display the status of any pipeline, any activity you are doing, right? It will display in your dashboard. Mostly, right, in projects we will use in board, right? Board is nothing but your ticketing tool. Board is nothing but your ticketing tool. So when you go there, you can create a work items and tickets, everything over here. This is the backlog. We can see how many tickets in your project pending. Okay, all those information you will able to see. Here, if there is any issue or whatever, right, we can go and we can create a tickets, right? Normally, what ticketing tool you are using in your project? ServiceNow or Jira or your own customized ticketing tool?
Jira mostly.
Jira mostly, yeah.
ServiceNow.
ServiceNow. Yeah, mostly Jira or ServiceNow will be the okay. But when you are using Jira and ServiceNow, two things you need to keep in consideration. What are those? First one is licensing. You need to buy a license, correct? Addition to that, the integration, automated ticket creation and all, it's quite difficult. It's easy only, but you need to spend some time to integrate all those. Sometime if it does not works, you need to troubleshoot. But when come to Azure DevOps, okay, dev.azure.com, here itself they have given, there's a dedicated tab called board. If you go there, you can create a stories and things and stuff here. Okay. New boards. So like that, we can add and create a various options and features, by the way. Okay. We go to board. Here all what are the items to do you wanted to add, what are the things are in progress currently. You can keep it in doing. You can move the ticket to done state. Actually, when you click on work item, usually it's supposed to show us a ticket creation page, which is not coming up. New work item, let me go and create. Maybe Azure. Cloud, we go to work item. Okay. If you go there, you can add the description about the issue. What is the state? Who's the assignee? Okay, as of now, only one user is there in my Azure Enter ID. In future, if you are adding more user, those people name also will come over here. So which area path, which sprint it is, you can add the description. We can add early literacy issue. After creating the VM, not able to show the VM. Taking the timed out issue, something like that. We have saved, maybe we can assign to this my name. Okay, right now, if we go to board, you should be able to see the user story. I mean, the ticket is in to-do state. Once I started working, right, I'll move this to, in doing state. For a better reference, right, we can add the tags issue related to Azure cloud. Okay, you can add a few other things also, something called, who's working. Currently, India team is taking care of this, or you'll have a client location. If they have a team available, you can mention it. Which location team is taking care of it. User story this ticket has been taken care by Chennai team. Okay, like that we can add some tags if you want. Now, if you go back to your board, you should be able to see. Once it's completed, right, you can add the description. Here you can go. You can add the description. Issue has been requested. User to share the screen or provide details to proceed further. Like that we can add. Okay. Understand this, guys? Any doubt, guys? Okay, so in the board, we can create a tickets and we can manage it. Mostly when you go to Azure projects, right, they will not depends on third party. Okay, they will not depends on third party ticketing tool things and stuff. Okay, so they will relay with this boards only. Here you will have a queries and all. When you have a lots of tickets, you can handle it. We can fetch it through queries actually. I click on here. Okay, new query. Okay, if you wanted to filter any information like work at any state. Okay, if you run the query, see, look at this. It is giving you. You can, if you want, you can add the new queries also. Something like assigned to news or something like. Okay, like that. You can filter it. You can filter the name also. You can filter it. I was talking about the dashboard, right? New. Initially, I was talking about the dashboard, right? If you remember, we created this dashboard. We can, yeah, this can be mapped with that actually. So if we go back to the queries, new query, save this test my queries. I'll just save it like that. The dashboard one. Here we can map that query actually. If we go here, right? Okay, here actually we'll have a common path. We'll get that shared query. Now we have not, we don't have a license to show the shared queries. Okay. So if we select that query, right, whatever you saved, that information will be popped up here as a graphical user interface. Okay. So that is where it works. Maybe once again, I'll try. I can save it to any other path. I'll try to check the queries. Test one is showing. Oh, my tickets. All tickets will mention like all tickets. Okay, if you show like that, it will be, graphically it will be get updated in the dashboard. We can come and check. Usually we'll have a review and all. Daily you will have a review right in your project. We'll come there. We can have a reviews. Into how many tickets we have. All those things we will be able to see. I'll create one more item. If we can check that, we will be able to understand. As of now, only one work item I have, right? Let me create one more. Something, yeah. Create one. Pick. Just to do. If we go to board,
Sorry, I have a question. I'm not sure. I think you have answered this previously, but you said no external ticketing tools are integrated with Azure.
no, it's
It's no option.
one of the feature. It's not mandatory. External tools usually we will not integrate when you use Azure DevOps in your environment. Okay. Because it provides almost all the features what that's provided for the free of cost. Okay. All right. So you don't need to rely on ServiceNow or Jira for your work. Makes sense. Because it has inbuilt feature. Whatever your ticketing will provide dashboard, exporting and CSV, querying, creating new tickets, adding description. All the features are given in the board itself, Azure board plus everything.
Okay.
Okay, you can see we have created a second ticket. One is to do, one is in doing. Even if you have an option, you can still more customize it. Like not only to do, doing, completed, you can keep it in, like analyzing. We can keep it in, peer review kind of tabs also you can add. You can categorize it much more as efficient as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so these dashboards, boards are very much effective in terms of managing the tickets and creating it, all those items. Wiki, you can, have your own documentation here itself. You can create a documentation where your team member will all be in same page. Okay. Coming to repos, yeah, this is another interesting stuff. Where which repository you are handling in your project, maybe GitHub or Bitbucket, right? Azure has its own repository. So all your code, everything, right? You can keep it in Azure repo itself. If you come there, I had my own, codes here. You can see Azure DevOps pipeline tool. Okay. So all those things, right? I have updated in this particular repo. So it will be easy for us to take a look. Currently, right, we have only one repo. If you want to create a new, you can create it. Okay, as like you wanted to clone, right? You will be getting the URL. As like your GitHub, right? You can create it. Okay, so entire your repositories and things and stuff, right? Would be able to manage it on top of repos. You don't need to go with again GitHub repository or a Bitbucket repository, paying separate license for GitHub and Bitbucket. Everything is included here. Okay. Same Git CLI commands are applicable here as well. Okay. Coming to pipelines. What pipelines you are using in your project at present? Anyone know? Or even you are not familiar with any pipeline, any pipeline tool you guys are awareness? Name of the tool?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Most of them telling Jenkins very good. Anybody? Anything else? Sorry. Jenkins is there. What else? All of you attended my Friday session. Friday session itself, I said, right? Pipeline tools.
Yes.
What are those? Apart from Jenkins?
YAML.
YAML. YAML is the pipeline.
Apart from Jenkins, it's Azure DevOps pipeline, GitHub workflow.
GitHub workflow, GitLab is there, BAM is there, Circle CI is there, TeamCity is there. Lots of tools are there. Okay, fine. So coming to that, no, apart from Jenkins, most of the other tools are paid one. Okay. When come to Jenkins, one advantage and disadvantage. Advantage is open source. Disadvantage is backend server, wherever your job is running, right? That server you need to manage. It's kind of an infrastructure as a code tool. It's kind of a infrastructure as a code tool, where in the case you would be able to manage no specific data, like your server, backend server, everything you have to take care of patching the server, license for that particular server, everything, right? You'll have to manage backup of that server, everything you will have to manage. That one complexity we'll have to face. If something happened to Jenkins server, you'll not be able to run your pipeline in jobs. So that is the reason people mainly will go for other pipeline tools, where those all work like a software as a service. What is software as a service? Have you guys heard about this term, software as a service? No, no one heard about software as a service.
We heard Hari, but
Couldn't recollect quickly.
Software as services means entire environment we have to handle. Only for we have to take some software access from cloud.
Okay. Let's take an example of Netflix again. So some of you know, a couple of days before you said you have a Netflix subscription, right? So once you pay for a Netflix, what are the benefits you are getting?
You can see the movies.
New movies, old, whatever they are in their library, you can have a look on it. Web series, you can take a look. Correct? So those benefits you are getting. For watching those, their historical data and their, and live newly launched any content. You are managing any servers, or you are doing any security update. You are, apart from their app, they are asking you to redirect somewhere to get any content.
No, they provide
They provide all in one interface. So
yes, right.
you don't need to manage any of their servers in the backend, correct?
Right.
You don't need to worry about their storage going to fill or not. You don't need to worry about their storage part, right? How much it's remaining, all those.
Yes.
You don't need to worry about, is there any outage happened on the Netflix side? They'll take care of fixing that, right?
Yeah.
That is something called software as a service. When you're using software as a service, okay, you simply need to enjoy your service using internet. Okay, only your concern is, even if you have a Netflix, your main concern is internet. If you have internet, that's it. No other requirement for you, right? You have an app, internet is ready, you can watch their streaming content as long as you want at any time, 24/7. So software as a services, you don't need to manage any backend hardware. You don't need to manage your backend software. You don't need to worry about patching and security update of that particular environment. Simply, you need internet to access their service and enjoy. Okay, that is how we are doing in Netflix, right? Can we consider Netflix as software as a service?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you agree?
Yes.
Netflix is software as a service. Any other example could you guys give me? Office 365. Okay, good. Any other? Office 365, good. Any other? Any other examples for software as a service?
Amazon Prime.
Very good. Amazon Prime. Excellent. Any other? YouTube. YouTube will come under software as a service or not?
Yes.
How many of you
Yes.
using Instagram? Any Instagram users
Uh,
are there?
Yes, we are.
Comes under software service or not?
Yeah.
What about Gmail?
Mm.
How many of you using
We
Gmail?
have, yes, Gmail and Salesforce.
All the app service,
Mhm.
whatever, all the apps, whatever we use in the mobile, right? All will come as an software as a service, right?
Not all, some of them, most of them.
Okay.
Anyway, so coming to
We have to
pipeline,
purchase a
except
license or
Jenkins, right?
subscriptions.
Yeah, except Jenkins, remaining most of them will have a functionality called software service, which means whatever the job and pipeline you are running, right? You don't need to maintain your hardware. Okay, just to open the portal like that, dev.azure.com. Okay, you can start running your pipeline in your browser itself. Where in terms of Jenkins, backend hardware, you need to take care of it, infrastructure, you need to take care of it. Understand the difference between Jenkins and other tools?
Yes.
Fine. When come to Azure DevOps, so here they provide options for you to set up your pipelines. Okay, you can go there. These are something called recently executed pipeline, where you can see some of them. Okay, triggered by somebody. Here you can set up your pipeline. So where you don't need to pay separate money for GitLab, Bamboo. So pipeline, you don't need to pay a separate license. Here itself, your pipeline comes. Okay. So far, how much we are saving the cost? You don't need to buy a separate dashboard or ticketing tool. Here itself by default available. You don't need to pay separate license for GitHub or Bitbucket. Here itself repository came. You don't need to have a separate tool for pipeline and executing your jobs and releases, your workflows, everything. So those things also come by default. Test plans. Okay, if you are running any testing for any application, anything like that, here itself you go and do that. Okay, it will become easy for you to manage your test and runs, progress report, all those things, right? You can do. Even your testing team can use this same report. Artifact. What is artifact? Anyone know?
Artifact. Some libraries which we built and kept it as an artifact.
Okay, you are close to the answer.
It's a kind of package where we have that installation files.
Mm. Artifact is nothing. When you run your pipeline, right? While in terms of you want to compile any code, you have your pipeline, creating any zip file or war file or Docker images, your pipeline building Docker images. Okay, so any particular script you wanted to deploy, or your pipeline running some unit test cases, the test case output will be stored in some file. Those kind of items will be updated. Okay, those kind of files, those kind of zip file or Docker images, anything you can use artifact to upload your data. After pipeline execution, you can download it from here. You can review it for your future reference. So at the moment of executing your pipeline, while processing it, it's built on Docker image. The image can be uploaded in the artifacts at the time. Your pipeline is doing some unit test casing. The output of unit test casing is storing in one particular file. Those file you can update in the artifact. Okay. Basically, we have various competitor available for this Azure artifacts. Generally, if we go for an environment, right, we have something called JFrog artifact, Nexus repository. In cloud also, in AWS, we have a S3 kind of artifacts are there. Okay. Again, instead of going with a third-party tool, buying separate license for that, artifacts itself provided in the Azure DevOps console itself. Okay, in one place, one interface, you will have a solution for almost all the DevOps automation, one project to run. Correct? You don't need to go anywhere. Apart from these, you may recommend any other thing, guys. What do you think? Mostly covered, right? Whatever our main items which we wanted to survey in one industry to conduct one project, almost main items are all covered here. Any other tool you would suggest? All of them in same place? Apart from this? Any tool
Yeah,
comes
we
to
have,
your mind?
yeah, we have a version control and
Pipeline, testing,
pipeline.
artifacts, repository, you mentioned as a version control, ticketing tool, dashboard, querying mechanism. Even email alert can be set up in the setting page. And another advantage is this Azure DevOps, people will think it only support Azure cloud and pipelines, not like that. It will also be supported to other cloud as well. AWS, GCP also it will be supported. You can run a pipeline. All these things can be set up for ticketing tool. Everything you can set it up over here itself. This is easy, right? What do you think?
Yes, yeah.
That is the reason, right? When come to DevOps, Azure, dev.azure.com is a little bit peak. Even if you go AWS, they have a services, but different one. You will not have a centralized interface for all. GCP also similar. As like other services, you need access, code commit, code build, code pipeline, or separate service. You need to access them. But here is a centralized space, very much easy to handle. Once you used to familiarize with that, I would say Azure DevOps is the most easiest and thing to set up. Why I'm telling, if you go there, everything almost a graphical user interface. If beginner, right, they can easily learn the pipeline. And when you click on new pipeline, where is your code is located, Bitbucket or Git. See, still you have your code in other repository. It's helping you. Azure repo, select your repository. Any starter pipeline. I'm just a starter pipeline. Okay. You can start and run everything, right? Graphical user interface. It will be easy for us to run. If you wanted to change something, right, you can go and change it over here. Okay, that's where it comes. So it's easy to. So that's what I'm telling. When you want to enhance your DevOps knowledge, right? Mostly in Azure, when come to DevOps, this tool knowledge is preferred. Yeah, we'll discuss them in future sessions about this tool in deep dive. Just I gave the high level overview. Hope this high level overview itself you have a sufficient idea right now. What does Azure DevOps tool does? Correct. No, your response seems to be like no.
Yes, to some extent.
So when you guys are preparing for Azure DevOps, you must be thorough with almost all the tools what I explored in the Azure DevOps pipeline. Apart from that, right, you have to familiarize with some of the open source tools. Okay. Azure DevOps interview, must knowing things and topics. You must be familiarized with Azure dev.azure.com and subcomponent. Second thing, infrastructure as a code. So I prefer Terraform, go with Terraform, the first priority, or ARM. Okay, what is ARM?
Azure Resource Manager.
Very good. So that's the infrastructure as a code tool. Okay. So addition to that, right, you guys have to familiarize with Docker plus AKS. What is AKS?
Azure Kubernetes Service.
Yeah, Azure Kubernetes Service. Okay. Apart from that, you don't need to learn separate, version control. But if you have the knowledge of GitHub, it will be added benefit. Okay, what I'm telling here itself, you have Azure repo that gets replaced by GitHub, but still, if you have this knowledge, it will be good. But honestly speaking, coming to Azure DevOps and GitHub, the difference is only colors. In GitHub, black and white combination. When you go to Azure DevOps, that's orange with white and black combination. Not, the rest all 99% same only. Okay, there's no more major changes. Apart from that, what? Infrastructure as a tool we covered, version control we covered, containerization we covered, pipeline tool we covered. What else? Any one scripting language like Python or PowerShell. Okay, that will be added benefit for you. Okay, these are the mandatory topics you must know when you want to go for an DevOps interview. Mostly why we covered almost all these things are covered here itself. And another advantage about dev.azure.com, right? So you don't require in order to say people will have some gut feeling. I have never worked in DevOps before. Even Azure also new for me. Will I be able to clear the interview? Will I be able to crack the interview? The unknown factors. Okay, the unknown factors. When you guys are learn about dev.azure.com, completely all the subtools. As I said, maximum of items are covered. That's the point one. Second thing, right? Here, whatever the pipeline you learn, okay, I have set of use cases, I have set of requirement. Okay, if you learn that requirement and pipeline and dashboard and use the ticketing, all those things, at least if you learn that itself, you will be very much comfortable. If you express the same thing, if you are attending interview, it will be 100% similar, like they will trust you, that interviewer will trust you, like okay, so the Dhanapal is the person who actually working in Azure DevOps environment, because almost it's same. Okay, even really worked last 3 years, really worked for we can take a two candidate. One is Eli Larasi, another candidate is Dhanapal. Eli Larasi, last 3 to 4 years, she's completely worked on Azure and DevOps environment and project. Dhanapal is the person, he worked in different platform, or he know little bit about Azure cloud. Now he came to our journey to learn about DevOps. His plan is after learning 1.5 month of time or 2 months of time, he wants to attend the interview to change his track and career to learn Azure DevOps. Okay, for Eli Larasi it will be easy, since she is already working in Azure DevOps only. She can start attend the interview, she can move on. For Dhanapal kind of candidates, right, resources. So what you guys need to do, coming to DevOps, you guys need to understand about dev.azure.com clearly, and others supportive tools like Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes thoroughly. Okay, here I'll provide you the enough number of projects and use cases and POCs. If you go through this for next 1.5 month to 2 month, right, what you can do, Dhanapal kind of candidate also can attend the interview. They can portray 2 to 3 years of work experience. Okay, they can face the interview without any issues. Okay, that's that technically I am 100% I can give you guarantee for that. Okay, so as I said already, coming to the interview, right? These are the topics that are interview important. And addition to that, for Azure, we have a less competition right now. Comparing, if you take other cloud providers, I don't know how many of you you in your friend circle, if you start look which cloud provider you have, more friends working. Anyone heard about it? You have a friends, they are belongs to AWS or GCP or Azure. Your friend circle.
AWS.
AWS. Most of the people are now. Lots of people, not most of the people. Lots of people are there for AWS. Okay. And GCP and Azure kind of things are grooming one. Very limited people are available for GCP and Azure. So obviously, if you upgrade your skill properly, okay, properly, you need to trust yourself. You need to properly spend 1.5 month to 2 month of time regularly, consistently. Okay, set proper goal. I think it's the right time for all of us in life. Give correct opportunity to everyone, right? So whether you're wherever platform you are learning, maybe you can joining in any institutes, or you're trying to learn by yourself, whatever. I'm appreciating, but from today, right, take in consideration, take a challenge. Maybe we all know we are running in very fast life. After we move out from this session, definitely you guys will have some other priority. You'll start focus on that personal work, that pressure, this pressure, office pressure, family work. Your concentration will divert. Okay, but what I said, inform your brain right away. Next 2 months, I'm going to spend only on Azure DevOps. Okay, even I know the Azure basic concept, that's not sufficient actually. Okay, because competition is there. If you are asking for, the package we discussed a couple of days before, you people will be, admired. Oh, really, we'll get this much package. How many of you thought like that? It's really possible in reality within India, that much packages people are getting. How many of you, thought like that?
Yeah, it is surprising.
Yeah, it's surprising, right? So in order to get those packages, we need to make ourselves eligible. In order to get those packages, we need to make sure ourselves eligible. Okay, how we can get eligible for that? To acquiring the content clearly, okay, crystal clear, what is what from A to Z, okay, with any people's guidance, like me, if you acquire it, that is 100% possible. Okay, the possibility is currently if you are getting 10 lakhs of package, okay, if you have got an opportunity, you get a new company offer, how much they will offer you? Roughly, I'm asking.
30% more.
30% mean how much? 13 to 15 lakhs, approximate, correct? You're getting 10 lakhs of package. The new company, new offer, if you get 13 to 15, you will get. All of you agree with me? 13 lakhs per annum to 15 lakhs per annum, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Let's take we don't want to go very low. We don't want to go very maximum. We'll go, in between 14 lakhs. Can we fix it like 14 lakhs now?
Yes.
If you fix it 14 lakhs, using that 14 lakhs, you will start search for one more job once you started out the second interview. Now our people mindset is, oh, bada, if I get one interview is cleared, that's fine for me. For next 2 to 3 years, I'll run with this. That's not supposed to be our mindset. Once you get the very first offer, using that offer, you need to start look for another company. Parallelly, you need to attend interview for 3 to 4 companies. Second company, you need to show them, see, I got already, I'm going to join this company. They have already offered me for 14 lakhs. From that, right, they will extend your package to 17 to 80 lakhs. Okay, 17 to 80 lakhs they'll give. Using that 17 to 80 lakhs, you need to extend your salary to third company to 20 lakhs. Okay, that is how you need to progress your skill. And in attending interview, you are not supposed to show them like your point of view is not for money. You need to portray them in such a way. Hey, I got already 14 lakhs, but still I'm thinking to go there because not for salary, because everywhere will get salary. Even if I attend one more company, they will give better salary. But my intention is, my core is I'm very much interested in to go into Azure and DevOps, but they are telling, 50% Azure and 50% AWS. I never worked in AWS. I'm in a confused mindset. They will change my, path to different cloud environment. That is what I'm thinking. Like that, you need to talk. And one more thing, they don't provide already I got offer for 14 lakhs, but they don't provide me the option for work from home. I have a kids, I have family to take care. At least a hybrid mode is fine for me. 2 days to 3 days coming to office, that's fine for me. They're asking me to come every 5 days. That is why I'm thinking to go or choosing other company. Like that, you need to talk in the HR discussion. Only then they will, finally realize, okay, Dhanapal is the person who cracked the interview with holding a package of 14 lakhs. He's surveying in notice period. Point 1. Okay. He's surveying in notice period. He's an immediate jogger. His motto is not for money. He's looking for some other employee benefits, something called work from home or a hybrid work, hybrid mode. Or he's working, he's truly looking for Azure DevOps platform. Something he will realize, he will offer you for 17 lakhs. Okay, that's how you need to increase your skill. Okay, for doing all those things, right, we need to get it fit ourselves. The company is offering you for 20 lakhs, from 10 lakhs, 100% hike if you are getting, means you need to make yourself eligible for that. What is the way for that? To make ourselves eligible? What is the way?
Get a hands-on and then
Clear knowledge.
have
Okay, get
Yes.
hands-on and clear knowledge in Azure administration perspective. I mean, Azure cloud perspective, also Azure DevOps perspective. We have to, we have to get all the real-time project use cases, all the hands-on. We have to complete couple of POCs. We need to work on the real use cases and day-to-day tasks. If you learn the content like that, it'll be easy for you to achieve your task and goal. Okay. So fit next 2 months, fix it. Wherever you learn, however you learn, make sure your target is like that. Apart from that, right, if you go for an interview, hardly if you circle round, right, you would expect 20 to 40 questions. Not more than that. Honestly speak, because roughly I'm telling for Azure DevOps, right? I took minimum 1,000 candidate I faced last 5-6 years. Okay, 4-5 years at least. I took an interview for 1,000 candidates. For taking classes, right? Last 9 years, I'm taking care of the class for like this. For that, I need to update myself. I cannot blindly go and take the classes, right? You all of you agree? Because cloud today they'll give one service, tomorrow they'll change something else. So in that case, right? In that case, I will attend interview. What's there in market? Okay, I suppose not only believe on my mindset, right? I'll go and explore what is there in market. I'll attend the interviews. I'll expect the question. So based on my understanding, I'm telling hardly right 20 to 40 questions only we need to prepare for the interview. Okay, not more than that. So if anybody interested, ping in the group, I'll share some, what do you call? Interview questions. I have recorded some of the interviews. I'll share that interview video. Okay, it's each interview will have 15 to 20 minutes. You can watch it on a mobile itself. So hardly if you go, we are in the loop between this 20 to 40 questions only. It's not more than that. So you all will identify and understand the clarity about the interview discussion and how it will be there in the panel. Okay, all those things you'll come to know. That is why I'm telling. So it's very easy to crack the interview once you comfortably land, once you comfortably understand the concepts with the POCs and the use cases. Nothing else. Okay. So that is what pretty much I wanted to highlight in terms of DevOps, scope. Huge scopes are there for outside. Package also you can expect 100% hike. I'm damn sure about that. All you want to do is understand all the topics, each and everything clearly. So rest all things, right? We will focus on our upcoming sessions. Okay. So all of you good? Any other doubts? I think I'm done with my part for today.
Do you have few minutes to check the error that I mentioned?
Yeah, you can share your screen. I'll stop recording. Okay.